Welcome back. This is the 21st episode in creating a third-person controller. If this is your first time seeing this, check the description for the entire playlist. Today, we are going to be cleaning up and finishing off our animation controller. So at this point, we will have a full-fledged third-person controller with animations, which is really exciting. But first, if you're enjoying this, hit the like button and subscribe. Want the whole course right now? Become a channel member or join my Patreon for instant access to every episode. If you'd rather own it forever, grab the course on Udemy, links below. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So we have got our floor raycast and we've got our states and we're ready to almost transition into creating the weapons, but we've got a couple of things to clean up. All right, so the first thing that I'm noticing is that pretty much every single enter has an animation change request. We can come to the motion script, which is sort of like our base state for all of these different states here. It inherits state, but state is very skeleton. So we'll keep that sort of as skeleton as possible as we build up motion, just in case we want to use it for something that doesn't. Now we've got our signal animation change requested, but we don't have a variable for our animation. So we'll just create a variable here. It'll be an export variable and it'll just be called onEnterAnimation and it'll be a string. Okay, so then we need to actually call this. And right now we're calling this onEnter, which is where it makes sense to call, not in the ready. Obviously this has a ready statement, but it's mostly for setting up the movement stats, right? So what we need to do is essentially do an override here for the enter function. So we can come down here and go func enter and it returns void, right? And then we'll just write pass here for now. That should be fine. We get that little blue arrow, which tells us that we're overriding the base class, which is what we want. And what we can say is we can just say if onEnterAnimation. And so if nothing exists, we're just going to skip over this basically. You don't have to fill out the form, right? onEnterAnimation. So that what we'll write here is animation change request. And we'll just emit the onEnterAnimation. Okay, hit save on that. Now for all of these, we just need to replace their animation and their enter function, right? So for idle, it's idle and we can just delete this, right? Because that's all it was doing. It wasn't doing anything else. So we can just not run that. We do have to be aware, so this one's just run, that if we are calling something else in this enter function, which I believe we will for run, as for jump, and aim entered emit, right? So this is a good example. For aim idle, we're just going to call idle, right? But we don't want to delete this enter function because we want to still call aim entered emit. So all we need to write is return super.enter. And so that'll make sure that the enter in the motion state still gets called right after this. Okay. Same with aim walk. We go to the walk animation. We can remove that. And then we can just write return super dot enter. Same thing here. For sprint started dot emit, return super dot enter. Same for the jump here. Return super dot enter. All for we have an easier time onEnterAnimation, we could just remove this. It's no longer required. Sprint jump, same deal. onEnterAnimation is jump, remove this, and then return super.enter. Sprint fall, much simpler, and we can just delete this entire thing. Okay, let's just run this and have a look how it looks. So just make sure that all your animations are being called correctly so that there isn't any problems. And if you do have any, maybe just go back and check and make sure that you are calling the right animations. Okay, so now we've sort of cleaned up our animation call a little bit. That's going to make things a little bit easier going forward. Okay, next we're going to handle the transition between equipping and unequipping weapons. All right, guys, that's all for this week's episode. Next week, we're going to start setting up our character so that it can equip weapons, which is really exciting. We're finally going to get weapons on our character controller. If you're finding this series helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to get access to the entire course, you can become a channel member or you can join on Patreon. And I'm sure you know already, if you don't want to become a member but still want to get access to the course, you can get it on Udemy. That's all for this week, guys. I will see you all next time.